Alrighty. Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the roast. And of course, I am Sugar Chris, and with me is Mr. Jimmy Reyes.
Hello, everybody. What a great intro.
That was by
It
Mr.
was
Red Gaze. He made
wow.
that for me.
I I like it. I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this kind of production. Like this is great. I don't deserve this.
We're setting people up for false expectations. It's a professional show.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing over my show all the time. People come in and they expect professionalism. I'm like, yeah, you're not getting that here.
Oh my! And who we got in the chat? We've got Mr. Soul Ion, of course, the chat host, keeping everybody in line. Well, except for me. And we got Marinus. Hail, sir. Let's see. Sim, who's for some reason in the chat instead of where he belongs. Let's see. We got Mr. Fisk. Hello, Fisk. Soul says, welcome to the morning roast where we won't talk about comic book archers and instead jump right to the swords and sorcery just to avoid Sim, Jimmy, and Chap.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, archers, let's just be honest. Archers, who cares?
Range weaponry is for wimps.
Yeah. What is up with that?
Put the link. Thank you, Soul. Let's see. Did I catch everybody? Pale Rider says, has Sugar told the Red Dress story yet? No, we haven't even brought up the campaign, Pale Rider. Calm yourself. Check for backers. And Immortal Rising. Hail.
Yay.
Now, we've only got a half an hour with Jimmy, so we need to get right into it. No piddling around like I normally do. Normally, I wait for people to get in here and jabberjaw for a bit, but we don't have time for all that today.
Oh, I'll jabberjaw for everybody you can't shut me up, man. Even I think I step on Ethan's skirt, so to say, whenever we're doing the show, we're doing Kings. I talk a lot.
Well, they don't have to worry about no dead air then.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So how about, since you're a new guest, let's start with who are you?
I ask myself that every day. I think my wife rolls over and looks over and like, oh, who is this guy? Why is he next to me?
Where did I wake up next
to? Yeah, what did I do? Yeah.
Where did I go wrong?
Yeah, like, where did I go wrong? No, my name is Jimmy Reyes. Been a professional comic book artist since 1992. I was fortunate enough to break in at the age of 19 as a comic book inker and spent my career as an inker. Now, people are shocked to see that this guy can draw. This inker, he doesn't just trace it, They're like, hey, he can draw. So I'm shocked too, guys. I'm just as shocked as everyone else, man. So.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So now, see, that's terrible of me. I've seen you on the streams and stuff. But yeah. What work have you done professionally, Jimmy?
I've worked for just about everybody except for DC Comics. I've done Marvel Action Avengers for Marvel Comics. Most notably, I was Dave Finch's inker. Dave and I did work for a bunch of different companies. I got to work like on Charlie's Angels. I worked on Power Rangers with Dave Finch. We did a book called Shattered Grid. Issue number 25, we did a very exclusive cover for them, which is a very, very popular cover. It's hard to get. So that was my first work with Dave Finch. I went around, I was so excited telling everyone, oh my God, I'm inking Dave Finch. And the first work was just like, you had to order like 1,000 retail copies to get the cover. Yeah, it was really, really exclusive. It was like $100 cover, and most people had not seen it. And everyone was like, sure, there's this cover out there. Yeah.
Sure, Jimmy, whatever you say.
Yeah. And like, sure, we've seen it too. No, really, guys.
It's true. I swear.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Man. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. So putting the link to your YouTube channel.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Mallrats really did do inkers dirty, says Phil.
dude. Oh God, yeah. Tracer, no, yeah.
Perra says this calls for a morning drink. Well, good. Then that means you won't be all grumpy and sassy with me this morning.
Yeah, they did. Inker's really dirty in Chasing Amy, in that movie Chasing Amy, Kevin Smith movie. They just kept calling him a tracer, and he's like, "No, I get all mad."
I've never watched a lot of Kevin Smith movies. I've watched Mallrats and oh gosh, the Jay and Silent Bob. I think the first movie or so, and then that's been about it for Kevin Smith.
You've seen one Kevin Smith movie, you've seen them all. So,
Like I had a friend who was a big Kevin Smith fan, but I never saw the huge appeal of it.
I was until Clerks 2.
Yeah, Clerks 2 was good.
Clerks 2 was the last one.
Well, they've got a new Clerks.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Clerks 2 was the last movie that was good for him because everything he did after, nope. The Jay and Bob Strikes Back sequel thing. I saw the trailer. Don't want to see it.
Was that with Rosario Dawson in the Clerks 2?
Yeah, but it's what happened after Clerks 2 is that he decided that the best actor that he ever fucking met was this bad actress' daughter called Harley Quinn. And he puts her in everything. She's his main star and the best actor he ever worked with. Yeah. And ever since, he's been like a woke cunt. Other than that, I still love his movies. The ones that he did before. Yeah. James and Bob was amazing.
What do you think of his Masters of the Universe cartoon?
I thought it started well. I never went back to watch the rest of it because I don't know. There's something about Tila I just didn't like.
That's what everyone says. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like they try to make her into the dyke. Get it? Like the classic type of character from back in the days, but that's not who she was.
Yeah, I mean, like Thundar. Thundar had Ariel in it, and she was a magic wielder. She was sexy. She didn't have to be this masculine looking female,
And Thundar was designed and created by Kirby.
Wow, yeah, that's right.
So was Turbo Teen, but that's something else. Remember Turbo Teen? The kid that would transform into a Camaro.
Oh yes.
Because cold or hot water or some temperature. So if it was hot, it would turn into a car, and if it was cold, it would turn back into human. That was also Kirby.
That's kind of like my genitals, like
the turtle effect. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's warm outside, it's ready to race. But if it's cold, no. Back to the turtle. Turtle's back in the shell. So.
Going back in the hide.
Turtle and a half shell.
Yeah, it only half shells. Sorry, baby, that's all you get. Half a shell. It's cold.
Dude, the worst part, and I think in the He-Man thing. Yeah. Was when you realize, I'm not going to try and spoil too much, but when you realize that there's more than one He-Man.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's unusual. It's different.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're going to find out that there's more than one He-Man.
Oh, no.
And that's when I went you know what? Nah.
Oh, man. I thought about watching it because right now, I'm creating a fantasy book and I'm real big in fantasy. I want to watch everything fantasy to try to get in the mood, inspire me. So I saw He-Man up there, Masters of the Universe. I've never seen that. I know everybody. So I thought about it. I almost pulled the trigger on it last night, but I think I'll end up watching it just to give it a shot and see what.
I think they said the previous series of He-Man was good. Like it was kind of similar to Thundercats, where they had like a good one that they canceled, and then they brought it back then years later with a crappy one.
Yeah, Thundercat. But it's the same thing with He-Man, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Masters of the Universe. At the same time, they did the Thundercat series. That was Masters of the Universe, and it was freaking good. I remember when I got sick and I had my operation. That's what I was watching. I had the entire fucking season 1 and 2.
Oh wow! Yeah, the Thundercats 2013. I loved it so much that's really what inspired me to change my book, like the basic concept of it.
Dan Norton was working on those. Maybe that's why it
Wow.
was so goddamn good.
It was great. It was like a serial, every
With the
uh
same start, like the same song in the beginning, where
yeah.
they did an homage to it because the intro was exactly the same but better.
It, it was great. And every episode would then pick up where the last episode is, but it was
Hmm.
still continuing the major overall like story, the goal.
But
But they had little pit stops along the way and little adventures, and
from
man,
what
it
I
was great.
heard from Norton, it's the idea that they were going on something. Then the studio came in and go, we want more children oriented stuff. We want more stories like this. You have to do a Moby Dick story,
Yeah.
like stuff like that,
Yeah.
and that's what killed it on
Oh
season
man.
two. Mm,
Yeah, towards the end of season two, it did. I mean, I still hung in there. I was still interested, but
yeah,
you can see the difference
but
in it. Yeah.
you remember the Moby Dick episode type of thing, and that was forced on them and stuff like that. Like the boat, like they would come in and go, do that episode about this. Okay,
Wow. Wow. I love the little twins. Like they threw in the little
yeah,
twins that were thieves in there,
but they were
and
there before too. But they were there. They used them a lot more.
well, they kind of changed them up, and I love the way that they didn't make the what was that little mouse creature thing? They didn't make him actually say his name.
Narf.
Narf. Yeah, he's going Narf, Narf. Like they didn't. They took that out in the new one in 2013, and I thought it was a good choice. Because it was kind of silly. He's like Narf, Narf. I was like, why are you saying that?
Now we need to talk about something that's much better than Kevin Smith's latest work and would probably make him
Right.
cry. Dragon Rage.
That's right, man. Kevin could only dream of.
So,
Yeah.
so what is Dragon Rage, Jimmy?
Yeah, Dragon Age is an idea that I had originally. Was I wanted to draw a book of my own, and I had a writer friend of mine who was encouraging me. He said, "Hey, let's do a book. You should do a book. You're really good artist." I was scared. I'm primarily an inker. And said, "Nah, I don't think anybody will like my work." And he encouraged me to do it. So I said, "All right, well, I want to draw, something that I want to draw. I want total creative freedom. I want it to be, I don't want people policing and telling me." So I asked myself, what do I like to draw? Like hot chicks and dragons. That's what I want to draw. And so I created the idea. Originally, it was a girl who could become a dragon. Because I had seen the chicks with girls with dragons. And so I thought a girl could become a dragon. That's originally what the first one was. And then I started watching Thundercats, and I was so excited about the sword, and I loved it. And I started to think back about Dragon Rage and went, you know what? I've got a great idea for Dragon Rage. And so that's how Dragon Age changed. It's completely different. This is a total reboot. It's totally different. It's about a race of humans. They're like Jedis. Think of Jedis that they have a rare ability. They can capture the rage of a dragon. So, like, imagine, Chris, like you had the power of a dragon. Like, what would that be like? What would you do with the power of a dragon?
I don't know. Probably be like a dragon, just collect a bunch of loot and set on it, hoard it.
What would this red dragon? What would this dragon look like? Would it be wearing a red dress? Because I've been told often by everybody.
Gosh dang it, Jimmy.
Well, I feel like I'm going on with Sugar Chris, and everyone's like, ask about the red dress, and I go,
don't listen to those people, Jimmy.
And I went, why? Why does it have to be red? Why does the dress have to be red?
Well, gosh dang it. Just don't listen to him, Jimmy. Don't listen to him.
So Dragon Rage, the thing about what they can capture the rage of a dragon. So that's the dragon's life, its life force. So the dragon is then gone, it's killed. So they capture the rage of a dragon and can use its rage to take on like dragon-like features, dragon powers. The only thing is that if they take on too much of the rage and you're not disciplined enough for it, you just lose control and you become, kind of like think of like a Sith Lord, like the dark side. We call it awaken. You awaken in the book for these characters at Drugari. If they awaken, they become total powerful, full of rage, but they're just, they're full of evil and totally destructive, So it's a way, it's different. I know someone said Dragonborn in there. There are different types of like half-breed dragon people that have been done in RPG games and different things, different fantasy and tabletops, but not like this, not exactly like this. And right now I know people have said that, but you got to take my word on this. This book is going to blow you away, man. It's got a lot of things in it that are completely different than the traditional fantasy out there.
Good. I'm sure your excitement's going to rub off on people. Well, I mean, it clearly has. You already have 209 back.
Yeah, I was afraid of shadow banning because the shadow bans really hit in CG pretty hard. So I canceled my mailing list, the pre-launch page, and I did it on my own website. So people actually went over and signed up. I had about 1,000 people that signed up for it, and
wow.
yeah, it was a really good response. Sorry about my dog back there, but so we he's raging right now. He's like Dragon Rage. Yeah, he gets excited too. So I had about 1,000 people go, and then I had asked, I sent out an email to the CG Kings and a couple of my peers and asked if I could launch on their page, and I hadn't heard back yet. So I went ahead and I launched anyway. I kind of did like a not really a shadow launch, but I just launched anyway, just trying to avoid the shadow ban. And that was my whole intention, because I'm new and I was worried about it. And I launched, and I didn't think people were going to find it or find out about it. But dude, CG just came like out of like the woodworks everywhere, and started backing the book. Yeah.
Yeah, as Power Hour says, it has quite sexy art.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. I know Shane says, hey, beautiful art by a beautiful man. Well, if that book's beautiful, this one's sexy. Yeah.
Tatooine. Hello.
Yeah. He mentioned Dragonborn, because the Dragonborn are those that have dragon blood and can kind of use the power like of a dragon. I think they become a dragon. I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've ever.
I remember like the different like dragonkin and stuff like that.
Dragonkin
fantasy stuff.
Yeah, in fantasy and all that. Yeah, so. This one's different. This is definitely a different type. So what happens is they capture the dragons, basically like the rage, the soul of the dragon, and they place it into. It becomes like a dragon stone. They place the dragon stone on their weapon, and they can wield the powers of the dragon, as if it was their own.
Oh, okay.
So they call upon it like Thundercats, kind of like the way Thundercats, Thundercat. Oh, and he called on the. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on his sword now. That's what happens for first thing in the morning for me. I just woke up.
Yeah, I can't remember it now either.
Well, that's what happened to me too. I had just woken up and I did Ethan's stream, and I was taking a lot of allergy medication. So he asked me when they asked me about the characters. That's why I look like a little turtle, just sitting there like, what? I was so like tired.
Lion-O and the sword of something.
Sword of what?
What's his sword called, Sim? Thundercats.
Thundercat's sword?
Yeah, it was the sword of.
Yeah, it was the
sword of Omen.
Omen, yes. Okay,
there we go.
I almost said it too. Right now, it's like it almost sounded like the sword of omens. Yeah, and Mumra kind of had like in the new 2013, he kind of had like a similar kind of
there we go. Sword of
thing. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Yeah, and it so it's kind of like that. They can call upon the rage that they've captured from the dragon, and then what they'll do is when you. If you scroll down in the sample one, you'll get to see how they changed their features.
That looks good.
So they're hunting dragons. The Jagari are hunting down dragons, trying to take their rage, and they come across a dragon. In this point in the story, a dragon hasn't been seen for a very long time, so people don't believe that dragons exist anymore. They think they're extinct, and these guys find one. So that's how they're doing it. They're calling, and then you can see the rage takes over physically on these guys.
Oh yeah. That's a good looking dragon there.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
So my producer is flagging me, letting me know my time's run up. Death has walked in and said, "Your time has come, Jimmy."
I go.
Yeah, but I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry that I'm such a short. I'm a short guest physically and metaphorically on here as well.
Oh, it's all good.
The
No
beautiful
worries.
Annabelle Havana,
I'm
who
just glad to have you on.
yeah.
We'll have to maybe set up for another time when we can have you for a bit longer.
Yeah, thank you so much. We usually have to run out at this time, so I'm usually on the road. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys, having me in here. I thought I was like, oh my god, I made a commitment. I can't let.
I was gonna say, and thank you, Pale Rider, for
Yeah,
letting them know that it was not Central, that it was Eastern. Because it would have been worse.
yeah. And
He sent me a message like, tell Chris thank you because I just told Jimmy that it was at Eastern and not Central. I'm like, damn, that would have been awkward.
It wasn't Jimmy. It was my fault. It was.
I know.
We actually weren't supposed to be doing a stream right now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
committed it for that time. All right, so we worked it out. We made sure to be here because I never want to cancel anyone because I appreciate being here. It's an honor to be here, present Dragon Rage in front of your beautiful chat out there. Look at these guys and girls out there. Look at Pedro Ang. Man, that's a sexy man out there. So.
I mean, sorry for the phone. It was election. It's election time, so get it. They're calling nonstop.
Alrighty, well, I've got to get running, guys. Thank you so much, Chris, Pale Rider, everybody, and Sim. Man, thank you guys.
It was a pleasure. Later,
Jimmy.
All right, thank you.
Hasta luego.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Yeah, it was my fault.
I know
the situation. No, it wasn't because of the time. Because we had set up about coming on today at 11, so I had put it into the StreamYard, and then he popped back up a little bit. I can't remember if it was the same day or maybe the next day, and said I can't do 11 and everything. And we weren't able to set up a time, so I was trying to do. I went back into the StreamYard to delete the broadcast, and I remember I was having internet connection issues with my modem, and I thought I had deleted it. Well, apparently I didn't, because last night Pale Riders messaged me in the chat about the time difference, and I was like, "What? What time difference?" Like he said.
Oh, you thought you deleted and you canceled the show?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I was like, "Well, wait, why is he saying that? Me and Jimmy couldn't do 11." So I came back and checked my StreamYard. It was still there, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I deleted it, and then messaged Jimmy this morning when I got home from work. Like I was going, and I was like, "Well, what's going on?" Yeah, Pale Rider was saying it. I was like, "Gosh, dang it!" So I guess Pale Rider seen the stream in the StreamYard and thought we had a show, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
And he was like, "Let's make it happen."
Yeah. So now I feel bad for Jimmy having to come in like that when he wasn't.
That's really cool for him to do.
Yeah, it was nice of him to do it like that, but now I feel bad because he had to do it like that. Like, oh man.
But you could have still just like canceled it and just readdress it, going, we're gonna postpone it or something. But it's not the end of the world.
I'll have to get him back on another time though for a full.
I was wondering why it was 11:05. Usually you go live at 11:15. Me, I'm like there making my coffee. I'm like, okay, I got 2 minutes. And I'm like, they're live?
I'll have to get him on for a longer set, like a longer full stream another time. But yeah, that was on me. Let's see. Sugar, everyone on Michael T's channel loved the video. Shut up, Pale Rider. I got a problem with you.
What do you have against Pale Rider now?
He had them playing that dang Pour Some Sugar on Me video of his at the end of their stream on Michael T's show.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't stick around. As soon as they started playing it, I left.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that thing.
Good. Nobody needs to see it.
I don't know. Why? Well, why do you hate it so much?
Soul's fussing.
People seem to like it.
We had Pedro. Let's see. Going through. Chicks and dragons are better than short fat guys and snappers. Dragon in a red dress variant. That's right. Red dress for rage, passion, and fire. Let's see. Odin popped in. Hey, Odin. We got Hex Allen. Hail, hail. Let's see. Van Hill's crossover with Dragon Rage. That could be something. Dragon Rage. Oh. Dragon Rage looks badass. Got a list to the producer. That's right. Oh, I didn't get to ask him best any thoughts on an RPG. We'll have to ask him when we can get him on. It was a short visit. Yeah. Yep. We'll have to get him for a longer one. Yeah. Hashtag blame sugar. Mm-hmm. Always sugar's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Check to see if he got any backers. Let me scroll up. 209. Nope. Still at 209. Maybe when we get him on for a full session, we can get him one. Let's see. What's Sim saying? What are you sharing, Sim?
Oh, what I'm sharing is this. Give me a second. I was sharing this. That was the swimsuit special. I was going through this, but this is actually what I was waiting to share. I took some pics of those, and I censored them to show them on stream.
Good job.
So, this is the Loani sexy piece that was the pencils. That's going to be available in the campaign. Here's the mini. That's also going to be available in the campaign. There's 100 of them available in the campaign. And there's going to be something special about it that I'm working on. I'm just not saying anything right now. Here's another pencil page, but not page cover. Here's the Metal Valkyrie pencils. You have that sexy Luani in the waterfall pencils. Light in the dark pencils. And that Elrica sexy print. So they're all going to be available in the campaign. Because we're launching on Friday the 10th on Bancroft. And that's what I wanted to show. Because they, I can show them on cam, but they don't come out as good as a pic. If that makes sense.
So basically, we had a show today because of me. You're welcome. Sure, Power Rider, sure. Whatever you think.
And you have Dave's in the chat too. Did he reach out to you?
What? Who?
Dave Brinks.
Oh, Mr. Brink? No, I'm gonna reach out to him about coming on. I need to get him on the show. Since he launched, he launched yesterday, because I was like, yeah, I might do a stream. Because yesterday yesterday I was sitting there and I was like, I need to do my stream playing The Forest, because I haven't played it since the last stream. I was like, maybe I'll stream it today. And I think around that time was when I seen Mr. Brink had streamed. He was launching American Bliss over on Kickstarter, and I was like,
it is launching?
I was like, well, I'm not. Yeah, he launched. What was it, Second Chance?
Yeah, I didn't know he launched. Like last time I checked when he was sharing it, it was still a mailing list.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have swore he had launched it on there. Because
it's live.
Yeah. And I was
I just went there. It's live.
Yeah, so I didn't stream. I was like, no, I don't want to stream at the same time Mr. Brink's launching his stuff. So I'll just tune into the chat. But I do need to reach out to him and get him on here and talk about his work. This says, it's a shame I already backed a huge perk on this campaign, so I couldn't get a sugar rush. Then again, he never gave us a story when I backed Vestry last time. What? I gave him a story, didn't I? Yeah, I told Vestry. Yeah. Don't you bullshit me, Fisk. I told that story. You're not pulling a Pale Rider and getting more out of me.
Bill Ryder makes a good point. You could send the link to Dave if he's available to come and promote his book right now.
And instead you send it to me. I have nothing to talk about. I'm just gonna be annoying to everybody. Why would you do that?
I always.
I don't know, because your voice melts him. I don't know why.
Yeah.
See, now he's gonna be less violent in like 5 seconds. Just keep talking.
Yeah. My rage is dissipating as we speak.
Well, I've been told I have that effect on people. Like I'm really soothing to people who are right in the head, and I'm really infuriating to people who are fucked in the head. So.
Yeah, that's why Twitter is such a problem for you.
It is. Oh man. I mean, I've managed to keep it to like a hobby. I'm like, I have like 1 hour off. I'm gonna fuck with these guys.
I have a question. You used to get kicked out like at least every goddamn week. Ever since Elon got Twittered, how is it going for you?
I actually got suspended once for calling a guy a pussy. And because it's this fat guy from Mississippi who wanted to fight me in real life. Like, I kid you not. He was like, I'm gonna send you some plane tickets to come here and fight me in real life. I ain't gonna do shit, pussy. And he actually reported me, and I got like I think it was like a week suspension. So even though I appealed and explained to them, hey, pussy is not a sexist insult. Pussy is short for pusillanimous, which means weak-willed.
Like you should tell him like you're just paying the plane ticket, like what about my time?
Like, I actually
I'm sure you pay more for your horse.
I was actually telling him, dude, if you really want to fight me, just why don't you fly here to Spain? Because I can't enter the US because it's the vax mandate is in place and all that, and I didn't get the job. Now I don't intend on getting the job. So if you really want to fight me, why don't you fly here? No.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. I have a
fly
Jimmy.
your ass here instead of paying me to go there plus the ticket.
Yeah. Like but that's internet tough guy 101. If you're into martial arts and all that, you've seen that shit a bazillion times. Like, people start to talk mad shit on message boards, and you're like, okay, if you really think I'm like such a weakling and I don't know how to fight, how about you and me get together and like do a couple of sparring rounds,
Yeah.
And instead of backing out and saying, okay, I fucked up, I actually pissed off a guy who knows how to fight. They're like, okay, I accept your challenge, and we're gonna meet tomorrow at noon in Narnia, and we will fight with lightsabers. And you're like, what? That's impossible. And they're like, oh, you're backing out. You're a pussy. They always do that.
Yeah, remember one was playing tough with me until I reminded him I was in the same country.
Yeah. And suddenly they
I don't know. It kind of stopped being a tough guy.
Right? They start like slowly. They either disappear for a few days or they start like dialing it down. They're like, well,
you realize I'm in the same country, right? I could get to your place in like a few hours, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's like, do you really want to meet? Because I have a couple of days off and I can go there. I actually told him, dude, if you really want me to go there, you know what? I'll go straight to your house because I know where you are. Like, your location is in the public records. You want me to go there? Okay, I'll just go there. And he's like, oh, well, careful, because in my state we can shoot intruders. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I've had that one so much. Like,
you don't want me to go there so much now, do you? Yeah. Just goddamn it.
Oh, and Canales, I agree with you. You can't go wrong with Fear Factory, especially demanufactured.
Thank you.
It's
Like,
Sim hasn't been
a tough demanufacturer
since he kicked a rooster. No, that's the day it made me a man.
If I remember right, Demanufacture was one of the first CDs I owned. Like, I got it around.
It was like probably my first 5 or something like that.
Yeah, what? I found it at like was it a yard sale or something? Yeah, it might have been a yard sale, and I don't think it had been out for maybe a couple years or something.
Which album?
And I played that album so much. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
It's the only album that I've been consistently playing regularly for like 25 years.
Which album?
The Manufacturer by Fear Factory.
Love that album. It's a good album.
Mm-hmm. I really like Fear Factory because they've been basically doing the same album for like 30 years. It's not a bad thing because I really like them and I know what to expect,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an album that's a bit similar type of like, a bit of underground people that don't know. It's KMFDM, Nihil.
Oh yeah, no, KMFDM are awesome.
Yeah, I
They're
freaking
awesome.
love that album. Like Nihil, I think you pronounce it Nihil or something.
Nile.
Yeah, Nihil.
It's
Dude,
Nile, yeah.
that album is fucking sick. With
You know how I
Ultra,
discovered them with
the manga intro in the goddamn VHS. I remember.
Yes, it was the
I was like, I
VHS
remember
looking for
getting
manga.
shivers seeing that promo, going, "Who the fuck's singing that song?" And it took me a while because back then we didn't have internet to look up shit like this. Like, what the fuck sing that song? And
I
do you know
remember
what
I
they-
actually discovered new bands by buying
Mhm.
like original soundtracks to movies like The Crow or Johnny Mnemonic. Because back then they were like actual freaking catalogs for like alternative music, you know.
Mhm. But did you ever find out what KMFDM meant?
I know I googled it once and I probably discovered it, but I forgot because I'm
Kill
being
motherfucking Depeche Mode.
stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And actually, I thought they were like the initials of the band members because one of them is called Konietzko, and
Mhm.
I think they're German, right?
Yeah, and if you, I don't know if you know, but KMFDM, they also MKLMF or something like that did the missing time for Fact 2 Heavy Metal the movie. There's
Oh,
two
yeah,
bands. They just switched their letters. So MKLMF.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same band. It's half the band of KMFDM that's doing the other band. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So Missing Time is technically half the same band, and they're so different
Huh.
sounding, but I love them. I love that band.
Plus, we need to add that Heavy Metal 2 was actually a Canadian movie. Well, actually, the first Heavy Metal was a Canadian movie. So, congratulations.
both of
You
them.
finally get something to be proud of.
Both of them.
Yeah. They made that by the Nelvana, right? The
Yep.
Canadian animation
Yeah,
company.
Nelvana and my teachers worked on them. Like the teachers I had in college and university, most of them.
Yeah, I remember
And a
they
lot
used
of
to
it-
put out, like really cool shit in the 80s. Like
A lot of them hate the second movie. I'm like, why the fuck do you hate it? I love the movie.
It's
and
not
then-
bad,
and
but I
then I
guess they were
found out-
expecting another what is it called? Like another anthology
An
with several
anthology,
stories.
But there's that part. But people knew from the get-go that it was going to be something different. The reason why people don't like it, it's go buy the original work, the comic book adaptation, the comic book version of the thing. It's different. It's very different.
I actually have the book.
So they changed the story, but the reason why they hate it so much because of the CGI that grew old in less than 2 weeks. The CGI ending with the bad guy. Remember?
Yeah. They turned one of the characters into like a CGI bug, right?
Yeah, in less than and it's one of those like old CGI that looks like it's out of Reboot.
Yeah. Well, it was the late 90s, early 2000s, so I forgive it for what it is.
It's
And
one of those where you think it looks cool when you're doing it, then as soon as it's released, it's already dated.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
good
it's
stuff.
got Michael Ironside playing the bad guy. So I'll forgive a lot of things if you have Michael Ironside.
Dude, I love that movie. I fucking love the soundtracks of both
Yeah,
those goddamn
soundtrack is
movies
cool.
are
Okay.
awesome. Did you watch Redline?
Yes, I actually watched it not long ago,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I watched the Japanese dub. So it's Chimera. What the fuck is he doing here?
So how'd you like it? Because to me, it's one of the best anime movies that I've seen. Like
No, I really liked it. I like the design of the characters. The animation was great. Is it Kawajiri? Yoshiaki Kawajiri?
Mm-hmm.
Because I discovered that guy in like Ninja Scroll. I love his freaking style. I would love to draw like Yoshiaki Kawajiri.
Me, me and Scotsman love to watch that movie so many times. Like it's one of the things about the story that I like so much is like it keeps you enthralled and excited, motivated the entire freaking thing. And by the end of the story, you're like, oh fuck, they were telling us a love story at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
And they succeed into making you love both of them goddamn characters, and then you go, oh well, fuck, that's great storytelling. You didn't even see it, but
anime is the last bastion of good storytelling. I'm afraid. I don't even like it, but I gotta admit that.
But
anime movies are like superior. Just
did
superior.
you know that the company Madhouse almost went bankrupt because of this? Because this was traditionally done. It was all the animation, the character animation, and all the animation was hand drawn, like old school style, and they almost went bankrupt.
Well, it was
They
totally worth
made
it
money when it was released on DVD.
yeah, it's. I think it was worth it. I don't know if it bankrupted the studio or not. Dropped some executives to jump
Ice
in.
cream.
But the visuals are beautiful. It's a beautifully made movie.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a mix of everything. Dude. Yeah, the twist of like the wing to Akira in there. Everything.
It's like Death Race 2000 in another planet, and there's like a multi-species battle with cyborg people bombing planets from orbit.
It's like they mixed like Death Race, Speed Racer, and the Japanese went, you know what? Let's do this heavy metal style.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
yes.
it felt, you're supposed to
just the
think about
intro. You know?
Yeah, it felt like one of these. It felt like the original heavy metal movie in the sense that it felt like a stream of consciousness of an artist that was heavily drugged.
Yeah, and the music was insane.
Yeah.
Like that song Yellow Line. Damn, I fucking love it.
I
So if
hate
you
you
haven't
because you
seen
made me
Red Line,
realize
just-
how much I hate modern movies. I haven't seen anything that I like in months.
Fear Factor is going to be in Baltimore this month.
If I ever made a movie, I would totally hate. I would totally hire Fear Factory to do the soundtrack.
Oh,
Because they can go to metal, to like death metal, to like lyricism, to like they can make ambient songs. So yeah, I would totally hire them for that.
Did you hear that new band? Like I didn't know them before because they're new. So they're a bit more older than a year or something. But called falling. What's it again? Falling from behind or something like that.
No, I don't think so. I the only new bands.
No,
I'm
Falling
aware
in
of,
Reverse.
Sounds suspicious,
Nope.
Sam.
Yeah.
It's called Falling in Reverse. Like they have a song called Zombified. That's pretty freaking awesome. And the other one is Watch the World Burn.
Well,
Check
no.
it out.
The only
It's
new
just
bands
that.
I'm aware of are like Viking metal and pagan metal bands. That's the only new stuff that I like in metal. All these crazy Nordic guys high on mushrooms and
Oh man,
meat.
yeah. So far the only new band that I like was Five Finger Death Punch. I'm a huge fan. There's Parkway Drive that I like a lot from Australia. And 2 days ago I discovered Fallen in Reverse and to Watch the World Burn. When you watch it, you're gonna love it. I'm pretty goddamn sure.
All right. I never did play the trailer for Dragon Rage. I need to do that.
Do it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fancy.
Dragali, the true dragon masters. Humans with the rare ability to capture the rage of the dragons, wielding their powers as their own.
That is some production quality. Holy
That is
crap.
fancy as hell. Nice. That is a nice trailer. He put some investment into that.
You're taking
Okay.
notes, Chimera. We need a CGI drunken asshole telling the reader to buy the comic or beat the shit out of them.
Did you see
That's
Pale
crazy.
Rider's comment? Watching this show is like being the third wheel on a Sim and Canales date. Yeah, pretty much.
It's true. It's
Yep.
true.
Me and Canales, we hit up. What do you want to say?
We have an ongoing
Solid.
bromance.
Yeah. It's ever since we met.
That got thwarted
know?
by COVID restrictions, but we're actually gonna date on like
Yeah.
2020, early
We were
2020.
supposed to meet up and do a freaking stream, surprise everybody with him like just
Mm-hmm.
showing up behind me. Like everything was planned.
Maybe even like drive down to where Ro lives and sneak into
Yeah.
his house and terrify him while he sleeps. Wake
Yeah.
up, motherfucker! It's us.
And that bromance started with we were the two first one to go shirtless on the stream.
Yes, we paved the way. We paved the way for an entire new school of thought when it comes to live streams.
Yes, the French and the Latino.
Oh, Hojo's only $116 from 4K. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah. Get some sun sugar. Your face matches the walls.
Yeah, you're starting to blend like a chameleon.
I go to the gym.
There's no sun at the gym unless you go in the sun in the sun and tanning.
I have to walk to the gym. Let's see.
You're talking like a millennial now. Am I right?
Who says Dragon Rage looks great? Yeah, that was a really good trailer. He did a really.
I was actually thinking that I was gonna watch like a short animated film or something.
Yeah, like I
holy
was
shit.
I'm getting ready for the movie. That was
it was a gaming thing. Like it felt like it was Skyrim. The music and stuff.
like some Game of Thrones stuff going on
Cool.
there.
No, Game of Thrones. Never really watched that thing.
Yeah, and the art looks nice. Yeah.
I don't like epic fantasy myself, but could make an exception for this because I really like how it's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like that dragon. Put nice work into that dragon. I like that. Let's see. Everybody seeing the mythicals for Hojo. Thank you. Thank you, Soul. Chimera says he's on it, Canals.
That's the
And he's
spirit.
also going. Is there a link to the show in the DM room? No, we're gatekeeping you.
Yeah.
Canales is fine. Chimera is awkward.
We don't like the likes.
That's a weird name.
We have to plan an entire show. We have to plan an entire show just for Chimera.
Where is he? Copy. Let me send the link.
He's like, it's on his way. We're just kidding.
No, that's not how he screams. He's like, oh.
Yeah, no, he's like Michael Bolton in the what was the name again in the movie?
Alright, there we go.
Office Space.
Office Space. Yeah, dude. First time I saw him on camera, you look like Michael Bolton. He's like, fuck you. You're not the only one that tells me this. Like, fuck.
Don't tell that poor kid that. Come on, man.
So I have to
Yeah,
say-
He's already miserable enough having to work in comics. So just
I
put
couldn't
another
understand
one.
why.
the printer basher is there.
I have to walk to the gym and back. I'm exposed to sunlight. That's something. Oh, hello, Princess Peach. She says, "Oh, I
What's up?
miss Jimmy. I love the art. First time here. Oh, well, glad to have you around. Yeah, unfortunately, we could only have Jimmy here for about 30 minutes.
Oh.
I am gonna try to reach out to him and reschedule another, like an actual stream where we got him for like an hour or so.
Yeah, I wanted to fanboy all over him because he's actually one of the guys that I follow on. I followed on YouTube years ago before CG, so I could learn how to properly ink. Jimmy Reyes, Richard Friend, David Finch too. Those are like the
Mhm.
great inkers of our time.
Yeah. It's I didn't know he was like a pro because I
Oh,
don't
yes, he is.
with
And
the
Walden
names of
Wong.
people. I don't keep up with the names of people on books, so I didn't know he was like a pro.
Well, I used to until I realized
But
it was useless because
he was-
everything is
he-
bullshit.
He was inking Dave Finch until he lost his things. But he was still working on some Finch stuff when he was doing this first Red Dragon Rage, if I remember.
At least we didn't talk about the meta barons.
Oh, you want to talk about the Meta Baron? Hello, everybody. Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior, Meta Baron.
Incoming.
Go buy it. It's freaking awesome, right, Canales?
It is freaking awesome. I'm always looking for a cheap edition of the Meta Barons, and whenever I go to a secondhand bookstore, I always find like volumes 3, volume 4.
Dude,
I'm looking for volume
go-
1. God damn it!
Just go on Amazon and buy the book.
I-
Like they
I don't
always
have
have a
an
new
Amazon
edition,
account.
and it's like $40 or something US.
I actually hate Amazon. I killed my account there when they pulled the whole Trump
Okay,
shit.
then
It's
Go-
so good.
go to the
Hey,
library store. They
what?
have new edition coming out. They have a new edition.
One day I'll find. One day I know I'll find it because I have these places I always go to, like in Madrid and Alicante, which is a city in southern Spain, and they always have like cheap secondhand editions. And one day I know I'm gonna find it. And when I find volume 1, I will buy the entire fucking collection. Believe me. So I'm a fan of Mobius and Jodorowsky. My dad actually bought me the Incal when I was a kid, pocket edition. I don't know
Oh,
what the
the
hell
Incal is
he was thinking,
amazing.
the Incal, the original one. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but he probably read it and he was like, yeah, my kid would like this.
But to me, it's Juan Jimenez it's that guy was I don't know, like he was underrated, and it's sad that he died before he got the actual acknowledgement of his talent, because that guy was awesome.
Indeed.
Because I don't know if you saw there's a book that came out. I still have to find the last issues, but it was Yo Dragon. Check it out. It was a dragon. Yeah, it's yeah.
How do you spell that? Because if it's just one book,
it's just I Dragon. It's easier to find in Spanish.
I have no
So that's why I
idea.
said Yo
I haven't
Dragon.
been in a Spanish comic book store in months. Well, that's a lie. I actually bought the Batman Who Laughs the other day because it was just $9. But I don't know. I don't keep up. Okay. I Dragon. No, these are actually games, mobile games. It's okay. I'll look for it.
Yeah, I found it interesting that Jimmy, he was an inker and stuff that can also do this level of art. I wonder why they never utilized him as an artist.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers.
Okay.
I'm gonna send Chimera the link because apparently Twitter hates him, even though as much as we hate him.
Sugar
So,
gave
yeah, we
Canales from Jimmy and I sent Canales the link.
I like Conales. I like how that sounds. Conales. Sounds like manly.
Canales. Let's see.
Pasquale said you just backed the Mysticals.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That was the
Hey
stream.
there, Hobo.
That's the stream on Monday that I wasn't being. I couldn't be there, right?
Yeah.
Mystical.
Okay,
Yeah.
send you the link, Chimera. Stop being such a. Can I say pussy here? I'm not gonna get the monetization. Okay, stop being such a fucking pussy and jump on the link, dude.
It's okay, Canales. We're not monetized anyway.
I mean, I'd be surprised if anyone that has me on is monetized. That would be miraculous. I can't stop swearing. What can I do? Just like my
Camara.
You know what they say about people that swear a lot, right? There's a limit. If they swear all the time, because they're stupid. But if they swear a lot, it's because they're passionate and they're honest.
I guess I'm stupid.
Fucking right.
Straightforward
Because
people.
I can't stop swearing.
So what's up, Camera?
I think Twitter is broken. It says getting some error message every time I try to use it.
Are you sure you're not the one that's broken? No, Twitter has been buggy for the last few days. Like I can't. You try to click on an image in a DM, and it won't show.
Yeah, actually, I couldn't access Twitter on my browser for a couple of days. I had to access it on cell phone.
It says, "Hey, you get it. There's a new message here." You go click on it. It's a message from like 5 days ago, but then somebody tells you, "I send you a DM," and you don't see it. Yeah, it's been happening on Twitter.
Mine. Sometimes when I'm on my phone, will just bring up when I go to click. I click the little thing to go to messages. It'll just say, "Here's your inbox where messages would be." It acts like I don't have any at all, and I got to sit there and mess with it for a minute to get it to bring up my messages and stuff.
I'm guessing some people don't like what's happening with Twitter.
Let's see.
I don't know if people are actually trying to sabotage Elon or if he's like actually just trying to self-sabotage because he knows that Twitter is cancerous for society.
I don't know. Right now, I think it's one of the best social media ones so far.
It is, but it is also like really polarizing for people. Like if you are like average or above average intelligence, it's a good way of like networking. If you're stupid, which I'm afraid most people are.
I never said I would add to the conversation.
Yeah, but you don't take away the responsibility from the idiots. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I agree. But I'm just saying that it's if you're an idiot and you go onto Twitter, like, people turn you into like a raging maniac, like 28 days later style.
It's like I thought it was funny. Like I was watching a video of a guy that was complaining about some woke shit, and he started by going, "I don't really like Twitter lately because it's very toxic," and I'm like,
I find it hard
I'm
to
still
take
getting
seriously
annoyed.
anyone who uses the word toxic.
Yeah,
what
pretty
does
much.
Toxic war anyway.
Like toxic. Like before, it didn't used to be a problem. We all know toxic was somebody that was just like like poisoning the well or something. You know,
gives you rashes or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess toxic is a guy who like a person who likes to fuck with others just for the sheer pleasure of it. Like,
I just think it's funny because those people are like, I should be able to say anything and speak my mind, but people don't speak your mind to me. They're like,
I know that's exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm if I get censored, I'm really fragile and I'm gonna pop.
Yeah.
And if you tell me something that I don't want to hear, I'm so fragile that I'm gonna pop as well. So everybody should cater to me all the time.
It's like that fucking idiot from that town idiot from back in the days. Like that guy that comes out of his house, tells everybody to fuck you. He's gonna break your face, until somebody goes fuck you, and he goes, "Don't tell me to fuck off."
Well, isn't it how it goes always? Like in my experience, whenever you have a fight with someone, they always start it, and when you mop the floor with them, they always act like the victim. They always whine about this unjustified, brutal, horrible attack. Why wouldn't he just stand there while I bash a bottle into his head?
Like Soul saying, Sim just almost stepped into his Valley Girl accent to getting in touch with his feminine side. No,
Oh my God! Why won't you let me stab you?
I call this the stripper talk, and if you notice, all those woke cunts, they talk like a fucking stripper.
Isn't it the we don't speak though? Isn't it like the Whedon speak? Like just Whedon? Like he made it
Josh
popular
Whedon,
with Buffy?
Yeah, I called it the stripper talk. I don't like this very much.
Oh my God, you're Dracula. That's so 1800s.
That's so passe. Dude,
Come on, fuck you.
Does he even have a career anymore? Because last I heard, he got exposed as a fake male feminist, and he was banging all these women.
I think fake male feminist is redundant, but yeah.
Yeah. His wife
that's what
divorced
happens,
him.
basically. Like,
Does he
got
go
like-
like?
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was
his
gonna
wife.
say- sorry.
I was just gonna say his wife divorced him. Does he like direct anymore?
Josh Whedon? I haven't seen him direct anything for a long time, but most of those freaking like, yeah, girl, go girl, yeah, I'm a girl team, yeah, they all end up being the worst fucking pieces of shit at the end.
I think he got excommunicated from the woke church of Hollywood.
Mhm.
But fuck him because
But
he
that's
deserves it because he's the seed of the evil that's consuming
But
us.
that's another one that went full fucking Kevin Smith. Like that guy was fucking good.
Yeah.
Until you went full woke. Like we didn't
He was
not
good.
everything was great, but he was good. Like even the thing you didn't like, but you had to give it credit because it looked good and it was solid, even if you didn't like it.
You guys ever watched Cabin in the Woods?
Yes, I
Yeah.
fucking love it.
Yeah. If you're a horror fan, that's like a treat to you.
Yeah, it's fucking candy. I love it. Like I remember I was telling Dave, my bro, about it. He goes, "No, never heard of it." And I made him watch it. And ever since he's like, "Thank you, guy, for making me watch that goddamn movie, The Mermaid." The merman.
Mermaid.
The merman.
No,
I want to see the merman kill somebody, and he.
The final rampage scene is amazing. It's like every horror icon, except they don't call it that. They
Yeah,
don't call
dude,
it
the
actual
unicorn.
names.
The fucking unicorn.
You
The fuck. Oh.
got like Cenobites. You got like I don't know, like some kind of giant cyborg scorpion.
I'm telling you, if
awesome.
you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods and you're a horror fan, watch it. Treat yourself. It's like,
Yeah, it's great.
yeah. I think it's his last great piece. Like, dude, it's what's his name? Chris Hemsworth's in there,
Yeah.
and he's
They're, like,
fucking
playing
awesome.
the high school joke.
Yeah, and dude, pay attention to the beginning because I caught on pretty early. Pay attention to the beginning. The bird. Remember? I picked up the first time I saw him. What the fuck?
Huh.
The bird hits
I
that
need to rewatch it. Like I haven't been able to watch anything by Joss Whedon since he
Okay.
came out as an absolute asshole.
You know, it's been out for so long. Fuck off. Spoilers. So in the beginning of the movie, you see them crossing a place, and then the bridge. They go through the city, but then you see a bird flying, and it hits an invisible wall.
Oh yeah, I remember that part.
And I remember, I'm like, oh fuck, there's something. I'm like,
so basically, spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie, it's about a secret organization, a secret society that basically sets up horror movie type scenarios.
for
Like it's like a
sacrifices
meta movie,
to appease the gods. Yeah,
yeah,
the
because
Titans.
they're supposed to like ritually appease like elder gods by
the Titans.
like horror movie trope type murders. So they have this setup in the woods. It's like the stereotypical.
And it has to be the perfect setup, like a classic movie like this, with the virgin, the black guy, the
they have,
stoner,
like,
and the
characters already set up, and they're like, what are we gonna use? Are we gonna use like the ghost guy that kills you in your dreams that has like a razor sharp blade?
I want the merman. The
I want the
merman.
merman. Are you gonna use like the Cenobites? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be the werewolf. It's like really, if you're a horror fan, like you will get all the fucking references. It's like a really fun movie to watch.
Yeah, you're really gonna enjoy it.
But you know what my favorite part is? Like when they're they're driving to the cabin and they run into like the mysterious creepy old man who warns them.
Yes.
And he's like, if you go to that cabin, you will die. And they were like, the secret society is watching the scene through the cameras, and they're like, oh, this guy cracks me up. Say that again. You're gonna
fucking
die.
laughing at him, and when they talking to him,
this is
it's
not
when they're
funny.
talking
This
to
is
him on the
serious.
phone. Yeah, it's when they're talking to him. That's funny because he's actually like in character. Like you believe what the
Yeah.
fuck he's saying.
Like
And
he's
they're
supposed to be an
laughing at
actor. it's a great movie. Just go watch it. Go watch it. It's totally worth it. Just try to forget. Try to forget for like 2 hours that Joss Whedon is an absolute piece of shit.
That's true.
We're trying, Pale Rider. We just can't interrupt these two lovebirds.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. Fuck it. I'm out. I need to go anyway.
No.
Yes.
What do you got going on, Chimera?
Well, I'm supposed to be working, but there's barely any work today.
Good to hear.
Oh, and Testament 2, by the way.
Oh
Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
I
$4
keep
away
forgetting.
from $4 away from 10K. Chris, hint.
Nice.
Wink,
Well, I'm
wink.
sure somebody will get you over.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm sure
That's
some
okay,
good
but-
Samaritan.
Being
You know.
enthusiastic.
Some nice soul out there.
Are you gonna be bringing back SOS?
Do what?
Are you gonna be bringing back SOS?
That is so weird. You mentioned that. I sent a script to Canales. You'll see probably later this year or next.
There's something that's gonna happen. I don't want to say too much.
Things will happen and stuff.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
See, Testament.
Are you still shopping, Chris?
I'm trying to bring up Chimera's campaign. Jeez.
Trying or doing?
Oh.
See, that's him screaming.
There we go.
That's his frustration sound.
It's an autistic sound, but it's too low energy to be autistic rage. Just
So
comes on as oh.
So close to 5 figures. Look at that.
Mm.
Yes.
So what is it, Chimera? Come on. Sell it to these people.
Testament's a science fantasy series about Carl von Magnuson. He descends from a divine bloodline, and he teams up with these rebel groups to take down an evil king. And along the way, he discovers the power he inherits. And we got 6 copies left of that Clayton Barton cover. Then I'm going to have to hide all those tears. And then I got plenty of the Joe Ball cover. And
Joe
Ball cover. Yep. And I can ship it out immediately.
Yeah. So if you back it, you can get it right away.
Yes, sir. And Preston Acevedo is going to be working on Volume 3. Probably going to do like an Ashcan, kind of how Joe Sontag and Edwin the Ace did, Ashcan previews. So I'll do something like that later this year.
Stop chewing on that fingernail. I know you've been. What are you going on about, Pale Rider? I always bite my fingers. It's what I do.
He's been clicking like with that finger on everything I type on Twitter. So give him a break.
So of course, if folks haven't backed a Testament before, they can of course get the Catch Up Volume 1 here. It's a fancy Donald DeLay cover.
Yep.
Oh, and I did the lettering for that.
Yes.
I remember it. I'm the letterer for that. I'm actually a letterer too. How cool is that?
Let's see. And Pale Rider, where you said about would I recommend someone do a bit of research? No. I don't do that. I come in completely dumb so that way I can ask questions for the audience. That way I come in, I don't know nothing, so I got to ask all these questions like I'm like a new person, just like the audience.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, that's my excuse.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. We'll entertain that.
Yep, that's my excuse for not researching.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you need some sun. I go to the gym.
He's working on his camouflage so he can blend in into the wall.
Yeah.
Nobody will see me when winter comes.
He's getting conditioned. He really wants that pale skin to, complement that red dress.
If it makes you feel any better, Canales told me that I look like a dead body that washed up on shore.
Yeah, you're officially not the palest guy on this stream, Chris.
Good.
That's okay. Yeah, just before I was me and Canales were saying how you look like Michael Bolton from Office Space.
That dude looks exactly like my dad. That's how my dad looked in the 80s.
See what I mean? Yeah.
Stop watching you, dude. You're like narrowing it down. Some people will be.
No, I mean, it literally looks like my dad. It's weird.
When you do your face reveal to everybody, you should probably do it while bashing a printer.
My face is out there. Y'all just haven't looked hard enough.
I know, but that's my point. Like, you do it like officially, and you bash a freaking like a printer.
No, I'm not. No, you people need to do your homework. You need to find it.
I don't need to find anything. I've seen you. I'm just talking about other people that are like, we've
What
never
do we
seen
get
this
if we find out how you look like? What does people get? Like, sell yourself. Like the horror.
Offer a prize or something. Like, find the footage of me live with my face, and I'll give you a free copy of the book or something. I don't know.
You will get a gif of me sucking on a popsicle or something.
Well, if you did a bit of research, you could have asked about the other Dragon Rage. What, like the first campaign or whatnot?
Yeah, he had.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah,
I knew about that. Yeah, his first campaign and all. I remember seeing it back when or something.
Yeah, he had a David Finch cover.
Mm-hmm. I knew that, Pale Rider. I remember seeing Dragon Rage before.
It's the same cover that's on this campaign, the pencil one.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You did the same cover but pencil version for this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know some things. I remember seeing the first Dragon Rage campaign.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? He says, folks, what is that emoji thing, Sam?
Is it a banjo?
That's what it looked like.
I don't know. That looks like a bong.
No, that's a banjo from
A banjo?
I'm down, Sam.
Deliverance.
You have Bill Ryder saying Sim
Squeal like
and
a pig,
Canales
boy.
are like Mean Girl picking on Chimera.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, it's more like Sim and Canales are inbred rednecks, and I'm the guy in the forest.
Canals.
We're
Sim.
rednecks.
Masks are in
You're calling
inbred.
us
They're just, like,
rednecks?
really close to each other, okay?
I said inbred rednecks. God.
Just because we live in the woods and we like to have sex with our sisters doesn't mean we're inbred, okay? Stop saying that. It's a cultural thing.
Dude, I'm really glad
Don't
you
say
don't-
that too loud. I do have sisters.
I'm really glad Canales doesn't have sisters. He showed me a picture of his grandma, and it looks like Canales in drag. Like it looks like a dude in a wig.
Yes. It was just a way of justifying myself. Like I never had a chance. Look how my grandmother looks like. You know? I was doomed from the day I was born.
They were charming, okay? Very charming.
It's not even like slightly different. It's just Canales in a wig. I mean, it looks like a full on.
Like the Mean Girls pick on Chimera.
No, they're telling me to squeal like a pig, Pale Rider. You have to keep up.
Sweet. There's Ace. We got Ace with us. Hail, hail.
Hail the Ace. Just send you a page, by the way. Give it a look.
Yeah, I really like that redhead character I made up. She's like the big Barda version. She's like 6'2", 6'3".
Chimera, I'd rather go to Mean Girls than Hillbillies.
Don't diss it until you try it. That's all I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with being a hillbilly. How dare you?
Can
I'm a proud hillbilly.
you play the banjo, Chris?
Let's do your damn business.
You're not a real hillbilly if you're not drinking moonshine, from what I heard. And you don't drink. So just saying.
The old shine jug.
Are you good at shooting arrows, Chris?
Yeah, I can shoot arrows.
Have you sexually harassed many tourists lately?
I was pretty good. I'm a pretty good archer. Actually, split an arrow. That was pretty fun.
Actually, my dad bought me an actual Japanese arrow from the Edo period.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Nice.
had like some plastic arrows that I practiced with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
See me, I grew up back in the days where we did really fun stuff at school, and instead of just being, on our phones. So one of the things was we used to go to, archery, and riding a horse and shooting arrows at the same time, type of stuff.
That's cool.
That's
how education should be, if you ask me.
But that's what we used to do. Like, you had targets and you'd ride the horse and you have to hit those targets. And it's fun stuff that we used to do. Like, I don't understand why they don't do that stuff anymore with kids. And now they can't even do shit.
Well, because if they scrap their knees or something, that's already, I don't know, child abuse or something.
I'm pretty sure in 5 years there's nobody that's gonna know how to cook anymore.
I guess that's the point, right? They're just trying to make us dependent on like supermarkets and microwaves.
So
was
since
that
I joined the stream, I've cost you 3 viewers. So you're welcome.
So to be fair, we were at like 12 viewers, and then Canales and Sim started their date, and we dropped to like 6.
I'm sorry. It's as they say, like we make everybody feel
That's
like a
not true, okay? It went up to 12 because we were here. You guys started talking shit to us and stopping us and cock blocking us.
It went up,
And then they left.
because Jimmy Reyes was here.
Fine. Let's see how many people stays if me and Canales leave.
Did he just?
Well,
Maybe we should just like
we're down
turn our
like
cameras
4.
on and show our nipples again.
Hey, Canales, do you want to go stream? Let's go rival this. Let's start a stream and
We'll,
The semanales.
and we call it the battle of the watchers.
we'll be gay somewhere else. We'll show you.
Find the room, you two.
Sim cock blocking. So you wanted to sword fight?
Touch tips.
You want a duel?
It's more like staff fight, like staff fighting, right? Like both
Docking?
like that. Yeah, let's call it that.
There
You
go.
don't need to be told that something extremely sexual is going to happen when you have this guy and myself on a stream. We're like the sexiest guys in Comicsgate.
Mm-hmm.
High impact sexual violence.
Why does it have to be violence?
Oh! I drew that. That's mine.
Wait, look at that! Look at that!
I did this.
That's me, baby.
That's mine. I drew that. Mom, come quick! They're showing one of my drawings.
I'm gonna have to get you to do something for me soon.
All right.
Oh,
What?
what? He's shopping. Okay.
It's on a
fine.
Friday too. That Baltimore concert for Fear Factory. It's on a Friday, so I wouldn't be able to make it.
So, and then at band camp, I drew Blood Hunt.
I think we scared Chimera away. She just disappeared.
He's left us.
His boss came in. Aren't you supposed to be working? I just saw you on stream, motherfucker.
Sexual healing. Steel City. Steel City.
Outlaw.
Oh, there's going to be healing because I'm going to be on vacation after when I go to Steel City Con. I'm going to be off for like 8 days or something. It's going to be great.
Aren't you always on vacation?
No, I wish. It'd be great.
No, but when you go to Steel City Con, that's my point.
No, well, sometimes I only take a few days off. I only take like just enough days to go to Steel City and then come back to work. And that sucks. I hate when that happens because then it's like, gosh, I didn't get any time to relax and have a vacation because I had to go to a con and do all this stuff and everything. And then I get back and I feel like kind of like poopy. Yeah.
Not Canales Bell Riders. Like, I want you to draw something for me. That's definitely code for something. No, it's definitely I want him to draw something for me.
Maybe he wants me to draw my dick from my pants.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Penis. I'm gonna draw him like one of my French Canadian girls.
No, I'm thinking of getting you to draw something or a piece or cover or something for that.
Yeah.
I will be more than happy to because I really like your stuff and I wouldn't mind like drawing Nat at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you've never drawn that, so I'm like,
You're right.
I think you did a sketch. I think you did a sketch for the first campaign.
Like a head sketch, I think.
I guess.
That was it.
Yeah. Well, you have my email, right?
Not sure. Can you send it to me?
I'll just drop it here in the private chat.
Thanks.
And even in the public chat, if you guys want me to, because I have nothing to hide. I have enough friends. It's really lonely sometimes.
That's why he hangs with Camera.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because we're both weird and anti-social.
Oh, Camera's back. What's up, Camera?
Yeah, you all were freezing, and I was yelling at all of you. And then I realized it was my internet. You didn't hear any of that?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I've been yelling at you for like
I would have
5
loved to
minutes.
hear that.
Yeah, but you yelling
you
yelling is you sons of a bitch. Now you let me talk.
Okay, that's
Well,
enough bullying for today. I gotta go because I gotta do some exercise before I go to the gym. Ironically.
Okay, we'll hang out later and cry and hold each other canals.
So,
all right.
Simming Slayer, last week I was in France for a whole hour. An old guy in a car who drove like the devil asked me direction. I walked away in French.
Because everybody hates the French. French. All right, I'm out. See you guys later.
Yep. Later.
Adios.
All right.
Okay, where are we? Oh, stretch goals. Yeah, I still have all those stretch goals sticker trading card print. So if you order, that'll good stuff comes to you.
All right. Yeah. So possibilities.
I still need to read
Only
this.
$4.
Do what, Sim?
I still need to read that one. I haven't read it yet.
Okay. It's not the end of the world that you haven't read.
Okay.
I know it's not the end of the world. You just, asked me to give you some reviews, and I haven't read it.
Yeah. People seem to like the second one more than the first one, so that's good. And I hope they like the third one more than the second, and so on.
All right.
Good to hear that it's better than the first one.
God, I hope so.
Let's see.
Let's see
forgot
what.
I forgot what I was going to say. Leave me alone.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. About ready to wrap it up. It's been over an hour.
Okay, so don't forget to sub, like, and share. Go check out the campaigns we covered, and don't forget to sign up to Tales from the Universe to go in live on Friday on Bancroft.
Yay.
Oh, on Bancroft. Ooh.
Yeah, we're going live on Bancroft. So if you don't want, there's going to be 6 to 7 original art by me. There's going to be the original sketch cover, the painted sketch cover by Preston. There's going to be the original Simon Bisley. There's the 16-page Ashcan that comes with a sketch inside, limited, numbered, and signed. So don't miss out. And the Nat Mini, that's only 100 is available on the campaign. And here's my pitch. Yep.
I need to reach out to Jimmy and schedule an actual stream with him. I need to get Mr. Brink on. I need to do all that. Yeah. And eventually we're gonna have McGee and she's gonna launch her book on our show. Oh, that's gonna be cool.
And so is also correct. Go sign up to Hellzone. Because as soon as Aaron decides to launch it, it's going live. Because everything's ready. You just need the campaign to be launched.
You mean Crystal McGee?
Yep.
Man, I haven't seen her in forever.
Yeah, she pops in the chat once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's what old guy yelled at a dude who almost ran him over at a crosswalk. Didn't understand anything. That was kind of yes, French violence. Good.
I don't know what you were doing in France. Like I'm not even curious to go visit, to be quite honest. Where the fuck were you, in Paris?
Who knows? Who knows what the adventures of Soul, what he will get into next? Of course, I'm correct. Who do you think you're talking to? Pale Rider, you should just let me book your shows. I'm a lot better at it. No, you're not. Be quiet. You can't book my shows. You don't know my schedule.
Oh, you made this stream happen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and he made Jimmy go out of his way to get on the stream. Look at it. Well, Jimmy's got things that you. Oh my gosh.
He's flustered.
I'm getting off here. We're wrapping this up.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share.
Yep. Sub, like, and share. Share us around. Go check out Jimmy's Dragon Rage. Like I said, I'll try to get him back on. And Chimera's Testament. Let's see. Soul's saying the Sim, I was on short vacation at a place that was so close to France you could just walk over in 30 minutes on foot, which I did. Wasn't able to endure it for long, but it was interesting. Hoju says Sugar does his best work when he wakes up 5 minutes before his streams. That's everyone. And Hojo, you got a backer on our show there. Pascal, you back to your book, Mythicals?
Does that give us a sugar rush and you have to tell a story now?
No, it doesn't. Don't count. Later, everybody.
Later.
Hit the button.